Oh, what a lovely tea party.
Everybody's gonna, oh 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 everybody's gonna find something out about you. Doesn't matter if any.
All right, so a couple things. One, we forgot to put our stories in order. Two,
Forgot or just didn't care. It's one of those two.
kind of good to be back, isn't it? This is
Yes, it is.
all right. You ready to start this piece of shit?
Yeah.
All right. So as you know, I live in North Carolina, and there is a lot more black people in North Carolina.
That compared to where I live in Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the end of my story.
All right, moving on.
So I don't even know why I did it. I was driving down the road, and this has happened to me several times since I've been here, but I was driving down the road, and I pulled off to the side of the road for something. I don't know if it was my car didn't break down or anything. I just pulled off the side of the road and got out. I don't even remember what it was. And I'm telling you, there's like a black SWAT team of people just driving around North Carolina looking to see if mean-looking white people need help.
What?
Every time that I stop, there's always an older black guy that he pulls up like it's. I haven't even stopped moving on the shoulder of the road yet, and he's like, "You need help? Everything okay?"
Is this the same guy? He's just following you around.
It's weird, you know. Of course, white people will try to run you over because they're fuckholes.
Look at this guy. He thinks he can just get out of his car. Doesn't he know there's black people around here? Let's run him over.
Yeah, it's interesting to say the least, man. I know we've talked a little bit about the different cultures.
Yeah.
And, of course, you've lived a very sheltered life living in Illinois your entire life.
Uh-huh.
Actually, didn't you live somewhere else before Illinois, like Vegas or something?
I was born in California, and I lived in Las Vegas.
All right. How old were you when How old were you when you were born in California?
16.
Your mom was a whore.
Right. I was 8 when I moved out of Las Vegas. So up until I was 8, I was in Las Vegas.
Yeah, so you didn't experience nothing. It's not like you got to pick up on any
hit
culture.
the casinos or what?
Oh, you can't talk about your first 8 years life experience being exposed to diversity.
I didn't. I didn't say that one time.
Your facial expression was that you've seen quite a bit in your life.
All right. So if you saw my facial expression, please call the voicemail and let me know what it looked like. Jesus Christ, my facial expression.
Hold on, I'm calling.
Yeah, for all intensive purposes. I grew up in Illinois.
All right, so you haven't experienced anything other than white people.
There's a couple black people here.
I think you have one Mexican friend, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of Mexicans here.
Nothing else?
No, that's it. That's all I got.
All right,
I have noticed that the African, like the actual, they still speak whatever language that is. There's a lot of them popping up around here.
Wouldn't that be African?
I think so. Is it African? Isn't there different languages in Africa?
I don't know. Well, let me find out.
All right.
Is African a language? Somebody else has already asked that question, it looks like. In addition, Africa has a wide variety of sign languages.
No, they're not speaking sign language.
It's just them running around like with a karate chop at their knee. It looks like there is a bunch of different languages in Africa.
Yeah, I wouldn't know any of them, so...
We're stupid. You know how fucking stupid we are?
No, that's how stupid I am. We are not cultured. Neither one of us is cultured at all.
I am. I'm super cultured.
Right.
I'm cultured like cottage cheese, bitch.
Right.
Ask me a question.
Like what? Like,
just ask
me a question.
Ask
Why
me a
is the
question.
sky blue?
Zimbabwe, bitch. Ask me a question, and I can show you how cultured I am. I've got some life experience.
All right. How many languages are there in Africa?
9.
9. Perfect. You ever been to Africa? Shooting lions and shit?
I've seen the first 5 minutes of Out of Africa.
I don't even know what that is.
Forget it.
Not that cultured.
I've seen 3 Wesley Snipes movies.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought that was hysterical. I don't know why.
Because he's super black?
Like Seal. Got it.
We're off to a rough start.
Yeah, I was
here.
going to say that. So this is what our podcast has turned into is, just who's blacker?
All right, anyways, back to it. I'm not cultured. You're super cultured. Go ahead. That was the point of your whole story, right?
Yeah,
Tell everybody how not cultured I am because I live in Illinois.
Yeah. What?
All right.
I mean, so I am surrounded by Trump fans. You are surrounded by pussies.
What? Is there a lot of Trump supporters there?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't. I mean,
Every day I'm going to take a picture of this and put it on our Facebook or Twitter, or whatever. There's somebody has an army truck out in their front yard.
yeah.
And it says, I think it says lock her up on the tailgate and MAGA across the entire side.
Are you kidding me? Still with this lock her up bullshit. She lost. Let it. I mean, it's not. Your guy won. Shut up.
So, but I think you forgot the part of, like, why would he have an army truck?
Yeah. I'm not even worried about that. Does it have a turret on the back so he can shoot people?
Yeah.
So what I want to know, and this is a serious question, when people have, lock her up, whatever, I want to know if they think that their life will be better if Hillary Clinton is in jail. Will that make their life better?
What does that matter? That's a dumb question.
No, it's not a dumb question because why would you be advocating so hard? Lock her up. Lock her up. Let's say she gets locked up. Did your life change at all? What difference does it make to you?
So are you telling me that unless you are directly affected, that people shouldn't go to jail if they break the law?
That's not what I said at all. Not even a little bit. I'm talking about in this particular case. Why is it so important that this particular person goes to jail?
Did she break the law?
Yes, probably.
Okay, then go to jail. Do not pass go.
I'm okay with that. I
Then
have
shut
no
the fuck up.
problem. I have no problem with her going to jail, Doug.
All right. So you're advocating to lock her up.
So loud.
I think all of them should be locked up. Trump, Clinton,
Lock him up.
everybody. Lock everybody up.
Everybody up.
If you decide that you're going to run for president, I want to see Bernie Sanders in prison.
So you decided to run for president, huh? Jail.
Anybody that wants that job should be locked up.
Any political job.
Yes.
Even talk about politics, jail.
Even coroner, like a local coroner, you run for that, get locked up.
You're locked up. Huh. That's a good idea. I think our system would work really well that way.
It's like that thing that you used to talk about with cops. Anybody that applies to be a policeman,
Yeah.
lock them up.
I never said lock them up. I said I stand by this. Anybody that wants to be a cop is not somebody that I want to be a cop. I don't know how to rectify that with the need for cops, but
I'm sure there's cops out there that are cops because they want to help people.
I don't believe that for a minute.
You think it's all power trips all the time?
Yes.
Is it power trips or just wanting to be
not
above
all
the
the
law?
time. Yes. I think it's power trips. I think it's not all power trips all the time. There are different levels of at different times they'll want to help somebody, whatever. But the overall reason to be a cop isn't to help people ever. There's way better ways to help people than to patrol the neighborhood and try to shoot people.
And you think that's what they do?
Yes, every single one of them. That's all they do. Just they got 2 guns, just walking around, ready to shoot somebody at all times.
I think I disagree.
You think, but you're not sure.
Well, sometimes they direct traffic, and
okay.
And I know they don't have their hands on the gun at the time that they're directing traffic. That would make it much more interesting, though. People,
Directing traffic with their gun.
like a 6-shooter in each hand.
I'm gonna need you to follow the bullet, sir.
There's a black guy in a car. It appears to be stolen.
It appears to be stolen.
Wait,
I'm worried about the guys, the cops that go to the lemonade stands for the kids that don't have a license and shoot the kids because you don't have a license. They shoot the kids and then dump out all their lemonade in the yard and leave.
I don't know that that's ever happened.
In my mind, it has. Fucking pigs. No, I'm not really that much against cops. I just think if you want to be a cop, maybe there's something a little wrong with you.
I seen this picture the other day, and I hate podcasts that try to explain memes. So here we go.
I didn't know there was a thing, but are we going to do that?
So it's a picture of a glass, and it says the liquid in the glass is black. The optimist says the glass is half full. The pessimist says the glass is half empty. The cop says the glass is half black. Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew. Awesome.
Comedy.
Comedy, bitch. Hey, it's better than nothing.
Are we gonna talk about anything? Are we done?
What do you want to? All right, let's go to our Patreon episode.
Oh, we got to shout out our new patron.
We have a new patron?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. We haven't recorded in so long, I forgot.
You want to do the honors?
John!
Welcome back, John. We appreciate your support. I apologize that our first 6 patron episodes were bad-mouthing you. I didn't actually expect you to listen to it.
I don't apologize, and I'm going to badmouth you more.
So, I think when we record this week's patron episode, we should talk about Dave the producer exclusively.
Okay. We're just going to shame people into donating our Patreon one at a time.
Yeah.
Genius. We're shaming our way to the top. Or at least the comfortable middle.
I was going to say, I think what Dave says is they're going to fuck their way to the middle.
Perfect.
All right. You know what? It feels weird not recording last week. You know
I know. It's threw everything all off. Like I said, we got a new patron, and I totally forgot all about it because we hadn't recorded in a week.
This is like my therapy.
Yeah. So that means I'm your therapist.
The rapist.
The rape. Oh, I get it.
See what I did there with the words?
Yeah, with the wordplay. You're so clever. Tell me about your mother. Please.
Well, it all started.
All right. Fuck.
Are you ready to be funny or something? I mean,
I'm ready. You got
go. Be funny.
All right. You got stories on here. A couple of different stories.
What about We Have Merch?
Yeah, go to We Have Merch. Buy some merch. If you have a podcast, so this guy will take care of you. He sells shirts and merchandise for podcasts.
You are so horrible at this.
I know, it's awesome.
All right, let's pretend that we're doing you're actually recording a commercial here, okay?
Oh boy. All right.
Go.
All right, hold on. I don't know what the hell to say. Hey, go to We Have Merch.
Why, when I tell you have to do a commercial, you get right up on the mic and start screaming?
Because isn't that what they do? You can't put me on the spot like that.
I'm gonna see if you can read my mind here. What day should they go to We Have Merch?
Today. Wait,
Nope.
Sunday. Took me a second. It almost went right over my head.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with our internet connection here, but
Uh-oh. You losing it?
yeah, it sucks balls. I can barely hear you.
Oh, no. Am I cutting out or is it lagging or what?
No, you're not cutting out, but I can barely hear you.
Oh. How about now?
Yeah, it's like your microphone's turned down.
What the fuck? Are your headphones turned up?
Is your mom turned up? It started off just fine, and now it's not. I'm just telling you, I can't barely hear you.
Okay. We'll cut all this out. Don't worry.
Are you being serious?
No, I ain't cutting shit out.
Well, then let's keep going.
Are you being serious? When's the last time I was ever serious? Oh, wait, no. Right now I'm being serious. Go to wehavemerch.com. Check it out. Buy some of our merch. Buy some of somebody else's merch. Buy something from this guy. Support your local independent, not so local independent podcast.
Yeah, good job, Anthony, on the commercial.
Right.
Sunday.
Sunday.
All right, this is going nowhere. All right, now what do you want to do?
Let's take a left turn.
Maybe we should take a month off.
At least 3 weeks.
What are we doing next week? Are we going to record next week?
I don't think so. I will be on vacation.
All right,
I will be in sunny Indiana.
You know what we should do? Just because I feel guilty for taking money from people from Patreon.
You do?
Yeah, we should record just a Patreon episode after we're done here, and then after this week's Patreon episode, just record something so we can put something up there so they get something for their money.
So that's fine, but let's go back to why you feel guilty.
Because they're donating money under the pretense that they're going to get a show every week, and then they don't.
Okay, so what show number is this? How many shows have we put out? How much of our time have we put into this?
So you think that we are entitled to it?
No, I didn't say entitled, but for you to feel guilty because you give everybody something for free, and there are people who choose because they like it to support you, and then you feel guilty about that, that's retarded.
You're retarded.
That's besides the point. Thank you for supporting our show. We appreciate it. I don't feel guilty. If you want to support our show on Patreon, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. So speaking of you not feeling guilty for being a prick, let's talk about the implicit bias test that Aaron Brooke had us take.
Of course. All right, let's talk about that.
So
Harvard University has this, like he said, implicit bias test where they tell you whether or not you have implicit bias, whether you are unknown to yourself biased against whatever the test is for. There's different tests.
So we've decided that we're going to take one of these tests every week, just so we have some fodder for this piece of shit.
Yeah, good idea. We figured we better have something to talk about. Otherwise, I'd feel guilty for people donating.
So go on.
All right, well, go on. Where are we going?
You were describing the test. You were talking about it.
Yeah, and then you cut me off.
Okay, so then pick it back up.
I already lost track. So both of us took the race implicit bias test, and we got radically different results. Did you want to go over yours? Do you want to go over mine? How do you want to do this?
So do you want to talk about the results and then how the test works, or do you want to talk about how the test works and then the results?
No, let's talk about the results first.
All right, you go ahead and read yours, and I'll find mine.
All right. So mine says, here is your results. Your data suggest a strong automatic preference for European Americans over African Americans. Do you want me to read yours?
No, I got mine.
All right.
Here is your result. Your data suggests no automatic preference between African Americans and European Americans. So that means you're racist.
And it says, your automatic preference may be described as slight, moderate, strong, or no preference. This indicates the strength of your automatic preference. So there's, 4 levels? And yours is the highest, or the lowest, I guess, no preference, and mine is the highest, that's strong. I don't even know any European Americans.
That's white people, you fuck.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes,
I'm
it is.
American.
Oh, you're a racist American.
No, I'm
MAGA.
American. I've never been to Europe.
MAGA.
Maggot. I've never been to Europe. So
Okay. So, I don't understand how the test that we took could show anything other than you know how to work a touch screen. I don't understand what the test was supposed to do. I am not smart enough. I suggest everybody take it.
I agree.
But so can you explain to me how it would determine if you have a preference?
So I think what they try to do is make connections in your brain that you don't know you're making. And the way it works is they've got 6 pictures of African Americans and 6 pictures of European Americans.
Blacks and whites.
Right.
In black and white.
Yeah. And they show them from like just the eyes. Like there's a bar where it just shows the eyes, right? Is that, if I remember correctly? And they put up words on the screen. They'll show a black person and they'll put a word that is positive, like glee or whatever word that's positive, and you have to click. You'll run through, and on the right side you'll click if it's African American, on the left side if it's European American. So they're trying to make you make unconscious decisions that you don't understand that you're making. Guys, I didn't go to Harvard. I don't fucking know what they're fucking trying to do.
All I know is I did this thing for about 5 minutes, and then it told me what I already knew, that I'm not racist. And it also told me what I already knew, that you are.
It only took you 5 minutes. It took me 45 minutes. So, okay. So this is a flaw in my character or in my brain, right? When you say, hey, do this, and you put me on the spot, my brain instantly stops working. We've seen it on this show over and over and over and over again. It's something that I used to be embarrassed about. I'm not good as, hey, think right now. I'm not good like that. I used to be embarrassed about it. Since we started doing the show, I don't give a fuck anymore.
You're telling me that you used to be embarrassed because you weren't good at thinking?
Right. No, you are 100% right. Yes, I'm not good at thinking on the spot. I'm not. So this test, the first thing it tells you is you have to quickly pick right side for this. You're putting together 2 or 3 different things at one time, and they want you to be quick about it. I knew before I even took this test, if there's a way to fail this test, I'm going to fail it. I'm not good on the spot like that. So that test, in my case, tested how well you can think quickly, and I can't.
Okay, so I disagree. I think that it tested where your where your preconceived notions are, and you can make any excuse that you want, but we've seen on this show time and time again where your racism will come out.
Yeah, it's not true.
Yeah, I think last episode you sat there and said everybody is racist.
Well, yeah, I'm racist to the degree that everybody is racist. Sure, I'll go with that.
But I am not racist.
But you are. I don't give a fuck what some stupid internet test says.
I'm talking about before. So I know me. I know that I am not racist.
I know you better than you know you. Okay.
I don't think so. I've been in your guts. I know you inside and out.
I know your deepest, darkest secrets. I could tell how well you wipe that ass.
I got a bidet, bitch.
Really? Can I come over and use it?
I put my ass on the kitchen sink.
While she's cooking dinner? Anyways, we're getting off topic here. So, now I forgot what I was fucking saying. I still strongly believe that everybody has racial preferences and everybody is a little bit racist. I believe that. I think that...
Right, that's because you're racist.
Okay, let me ask you this. So, you had to have a certain amount of correct answers in order for them to give you a score. Did you get any wrong?
Yes.
How many?
I don't remember. Half a dozen or so, maybe?
All right. Well, me too. That's what I was going to ask you. I wanted to see how your wrong scores were. Because that means, to me, that I can't think fast enough. That doesn't mean I'm racist. That just means I don't think very fast because I'm stupid. There's a huge difference between stupid and racist.
What's 2 plus 2?
4.
See how quick you thought?
Yeah.
Same thing. It's the same thing. If I say the word derelict, is that a good word? Okay, we're going to do this right now. I'm going to say a word.
All right.
You immediately tell me if it's a positive word or a negative word.
Oh, okay.
African.
Good. Positive.
See how long it took you? There's nothing positive about the word African. You were just trying to overcompensate. No, there's not.
No, because you were trying to pick a word that you knew that I would try to overcompensate. So I knew that's what you were trying to do. See, I processed all that information that fast.
Car crash.
Good.
Right, that's my answer too.
African car crash.
Ethiopian.
Neutral.
No, good or bad.
I mean, hungry. Is that racist?
Okay, here we're changing the test. We're changing.
Of course we are.
The who's right racist test. You don't tell me if it's good or bad. Just tell me the first word that pops into your head.
Now this is gonna make me sound racist.
Okay, don't worry about the all the people listening. It's just me and you.
Of course, we'll cut this out.
Are you ready?
No, but
okay. You might want to close your eyes. I want you to focus on just the first word that pops into your head.
All right.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's start easy. Lowe's.
Your mom. What, did you say Lowe's?
Yes.
Wood.
Groceries.
Eagles.
Huh?
You said the first word.
You're not racist. You're retarded.
Right.
Podcast.
Anthony.
Brand X.
Anthony.
All right, this is going fucking nowhere.
No, I think it's great. You're trying to prove that I'm racist and I'm fucking it all up.
No, I was trying to have some fun, but you're just repeating your name over and over again. So
over and over 2 times because it fit both times.
how did Anthony apply to Brand X?
Because without me, their show would be nothing.
All right.
That was funny. You should have laughed. Come on. It was a joke.
All right.
It was obviously a joke because that is the most ridiculous thing ever. Their show has nothing to do with me. That's ridiculous. Over the top. Funny.
Right.
Jesus Christ. You're ruining everything.
I was trying to do something here. I was trying to get into your psyche, and all you're worried about is trying to crowbar your name into a different podcast. Brand X with Anthony.
You were trying to get in my psyche. You don't want nothing to do with my psyche. Keep going.
No, I'm done talking about that. It's going nowhere. Let's talk about GIF tip.
Let's talk about GIF tip. All right. Let's talk about GIF tip.
It's GIF, right? JIF.
I think so. I have to look closely at the screen because the letters are too close together.
Explain to
Yes.
me how
Jeff
you
tip.
So first, explain to me how you started talking about it at work, and then we'll get into what it is and why we need to get it.
So, why we need to get it? So there's an old guy at work, and he was showing a group of us a video on his phone of it was a video of a penis and a girl's foot, and not her big toe, but the one next to her big toe, she was shoving it into his pee hole.
I got that picture on my phone.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I was waiting to crowbar it in somewhere. I can't find a good place to put it into a Twitter conversation.
It's a GIF, right?
Not the one that I have. Go ahead and keep talking. I'm gonna.
But
hold it up to the screen.
anyways, we were talking about we were talking about Roxy Ray and people sticking footballs in their butts and things like that. Just, a normal work conversation that we have.
Right.
And he showed this video and he mentioned something about, have you heard the newest thing people are doing where they're super gluing their dick hole shut? And I said, what? No, I had never heard of anybody super gluing their dick hole shut. I'm not sure why somebody would want to do that. So we started talking about it, and he's like, yeah, people are, instead of using condoms, they're gluing their dick hole shut and whatever. The conversation moved on quickly from there. We didn't even really talk about it that much. But as soon as I got home, I typed in, do people really glue their dick hole shut? And one of the first results was this Jif tip, which is a product to glue your dick hole shut.
And it's supposed to be just a anti-pregnancy way of birth control, right?
I don't know that it's supposed to be anything, because all their frequently asked questions are, we really don't know if this is good. We don't know if it works. We don't know what it's for. It says Jif tip is a backup for your pullout, which I think is hilarious. The sexual pleasure enhancement device has two materials, whatever, just telling what it is. Not a condom alternative. It's a sexual pleasure enhancement device. You may call it a nothing alternative.
Oh, okay. So
they can't say that you use it for safe sex, because I think they'd probably get in trouble.
But isn't it a sticker that goes over your dick?
Yes.
Does it backflush everything, or because there's a picture on there on the real live, whatever the.
Yeah. The 16 centimeter urethra tube is a reservoir and a
I'm out.
fire hose. It may hold.
I didn't know anything went
ejaculations.
in. I thought it just covered the tip up.
It does. The urethra tube is inside your penis.
Yeah, I thought this was saying that you put something in your urethra tube.
No. This is just telling you how everything works.
Oh, you know how it works. Somebody touches your dick and then a bunch of shit comes out.
You asked where it goes. This answers where it goes.
All right, let's start over. Where's it go, Anthony?
Jackass. The 16 centimeter urethra tube is a reservoir
I'm out.
and a fire hose. It may hold ejaculations up to 2 to 4 milliliters. Is that a lot? How many milliliters in a gallon?
7.
That's a lot. Extra volume creates a bubble before the pressure breaks the seal to escape outside. This video simulates an 8 milliliter ejaculation. 8 millimeters. So, according to this, here, I'll pull this video up. I'll let you guys watch this video. So, according to this, what happens is it just goes back into the tube itself and like stretches the tube. Like if you pinch the end of a fire hose, like the fire hose would just get bigger.
Now, where does it go?
I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
I wonder if they would send us some of this.
Is it safe to hold everything inside? Nobody seems to know. That's when should I apply it? Ideally, apply 30 minutes before any fun begins, including oral. Go pee first.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
What, having to pee?
Yeah.
Is it gay friendly? Gay friendly or gay perfect? How can you know? How can anyone know until they try it? I think that's going to be my new Twitter bio. Is it gay friendly? Gay friendly or gay perfect? That fits for everything.
I used to do this thing. It been when I was younger, I guess, where I would right before I was going to come when I was jerking off, between my ball sack and my butthole, I would push up on it.
Yeah.
Because apparently semen travels around that path there somewhere.
Yeah. It's through there somewhere, right? From your butthole to your balls.
Yes.
Once the guy shoots his semen into your butthole.
So it's just recycled. I get it. But
anyways,
if you pushed on it, the orgasm was intense and nothing would come out.
Yep.
That's the end of my story. But I assume
that's the end of my story.
I mean,
story, bro.
It had to go somewhere.
Yeah, into your stomach. You're a semen eater. You fucking homo.
All right.
That makes you officially gay.
It's the only way. I don't care how the semen got in your stomach. There's only one acceptable resolution.
Right. You're gay.
That would be weird if that's where it ended up, just sitting in the bottom of your stomach. It
would be even better if you pooped it out.
It would be like a brine.
Like a brine. Oh, that's so gross. I think it would be cool if it went back into your balls and you shot out twice as much the next time. just saved it up, you know what I mean?
Oh, fuck.
Pretty soon your balls are the size of like a watermelon. You just let it go. Huh? So either you're gay or you're going to have big balls. I don't know.
So where does it go?
You've asked me this 6 times. Where does it go? I have no fucking
I need
clue.
to know. I got to find it. I haven't thought about that till now. I got to find where my semen went.
I told you swallowed it. You're gay.
You know, what if I'm not fat? What if I'm just backed up?
You really need to ejaculate.
I actually got a cum belly.
I think you do.
No. I'm not fat. It's just semen.
You need to start telling people that.
All right. You want to talk about anything else this episode?
What the hell's going on here? You're not feeling it today?
Well, we're an hour in.
No, we're not. 37 minutes, you jackass. We're an hour in.
Oh, I was looking at the video. We talked for a half hour before we started.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's talk about abortion then.
All right. That's always a good time.
All right, so my dumbass.
All right.
Let's see here. The original tweet was from MRAZ, the feminist next door, is her Twitter, whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
It says, I don't know how many more ways I can say this. Pro-life has nothing to do with life and everything to do with controlling the autonomy of women. It's 2018, and I'm begging old white men not to take away my decision-making privileges. It's humiliating. It's absolutely fucked. And for some reason, out of all the tweets that I've seen, that one made me reply. I don't know why.
Because it's fucking retarded.
Oh, okay. So I had a simple comment, and I thought by starting out by saying I'm not trolling, that clears me of any wrongdoing.
Always.
But I think it's the way that I phrased the next one that made it sound like I was trolling. All right. So anyway, I said, not trolling. I just feel that killing an unborn baby is murder. With that being said, I'm not anti-abortion. I am just anti my wife getting an abortion. That's all I said.
Right.
And it's still going on. I got several days of private messages call me a asshole and a misogynist and how dare I want to take away women's rights.
How dare you want to take away your wife's right?
But there's this conversation back and forth between me and her name is Rachel, and this is over the course of a couple days. But I would like to read it and officially say that this one conversation, I think, changed my view on abortion. I'm now pro-abortion.
All right.
I think everybody should get abortions all the time now.
3 abortions a week for everybody, whether you're
Whether you
pregnant
need,
or not.
yeah, whether you need it or not.
You're getting a scraping.
God. Hold on.
Just to make sure there's no babies in there.
It's the name of the episode. You're getting a scraping.
You're getting a scraping. That's right.
You're getting scraping. We're not doing too well this week, I don't think. I don't feel like it.
No? I'll kick it up a notch. Bam!
Well, all right, Emerald.
Hopefully
All
we
right.
don't get sued.
Not trolling. I'm going to read me. You read her. Are you on the...
Yep.
All right. Not trolling. I just feel that killing an unborn baby is murder. With that being said, I'm not anti-abortion. I am just anti my wife getting an abortion.
You truly think you should have a say over my wife's medical decisions?
You want to read it?
Your wife's?
Try it again.
That's what I meant to say.
Action.
You truly think you should have a say over your wife's medical decisions?
Yes, all of them, all the time, as well as my mom's, my daughter's, and my sister's, and yours. Nowhere did I say that. Fucking absurd.
The topic was about abortions, which is not having a child. An abortion is absolutely a medical decision.
If a pregnant mother is killed and the baby dies, should the killer be charged with double murder?
Was the fetus viable, able to survive outside the womb at the time the mother was killed? Also, it depends on the individual laws of whichever state they're in.
So that first sentence there is what changed my mind.
Why?
Because if something is feeding off of me,
Yeah.
and it needs my permission to live, if I don't want it feeding off me, let's say a mosquito.
So,
Yes, babies are little mosquitoes inside women's bellies.
fair enough. Was the fetus... I didn't even really understand what I was reading because I was too busy screaming. Was the fetus viable, able to survive outside of the womb at the time the mother was killed? Also, it depends on the individual laws of whichever state they're in. And that changed your mind?
Not the second sentence. The second sentence has nothing to do with the question. I could give a fuck. I asked her opinion.
Yeah.
But what she said was the fetus viable or able to survive outside the womb at the time the mother was killed? And I think that's all they are saying. They being the people that I disagreed with. You need the women's... You're pro-abortion. How can you be anti this woman? You just want to argue with everybody.
We've been doing this for how long, and you are just now getting that. I agree with this woman 100%, but I will argue with her.
Right. So if there is a parasite or something growing on me,
yeah,
and it needs my permission to live, that's all they're saying. I'm now pro-abortion.
I'm glad that she was able to win you over to our side, but I still have to argue this here.
All right, let's argue.
So I got nothing. I can't argue that.
See?
I don't even know how to argue that.
That's what I mean. I mean, so my response was, there's something about the way you phrased the first part of your question that is making me rethink my stance. Hold, please.
See, you fucked up right there. She won now. She won the argument. She won. She won the internet. That's it. Fuck this shit.
Don't ever say she won the internet. That's so... God, I hate that.
No, because she won. You
Yes, she did.
No, and then I slept on it, still got nothing. Rachel won, Doug 0. No, fuck that shit. God, you can't let people win. You just have to keep arguing. You just, even when you're wrong, you just keep arguing. You don't let them win.
Should I delete my tweets and then put hashtag MAGA?
Yes. Just keep arguing.
Lock her up.
And the more wrong you get proved, just say stupider shit. Haven't you learned anything? You never admit that you were wrong. Never admit that you changed your mind.
Why?
Don't ask questions.
Because that's what women do. And women get abortions.
Because it makes you look weak. You look like a pussy now.
Does it?
This fucking guy changed his mind because of this woman. Fuck this guy.
What? I'm surprised you haven't asked me to go make you a sandwich.
You think you could?
It looks like now I'm in for a scraping.
I told you, everybody's getting a scraping. What did she ever reply?
No.
Oh, she won. That's why she knows. She's gonna hold it over you forever. She won. That's it. That's all she needed.
I am a shitty troll. But after I admitted, hey, you know what? I that one sentence caused me. It triggered something in my head, and I kind of rethought my stance.
Yeah.
And you're right. I'm still getting called an asshole for trying to control women.
So how did that make you reconsider your stance on abortion? I don't understand this because, and I'm being serious, you wouldn't want your wife to have an abortion. That was your stance. Your stance wasn't against abortion.
No.
Your stance was against your wife getting an abortion.
No. My stance has always been, even when we did our abortion episode in like number 2 or 3, was that killing a baby was murder from conception.
Yeah, which I don't agree with.
Well, now neither do I. That's what my stance has changed. I still wouldn't want my wife to get an abortion only because I would want a chance to father my child.
Right.
That didn't change.
So that's why you're still an asshole and they're still calling you names. It's her decision. That child isn't yours.
All right, well, whatever. Fuck them.
So
fuck them, and then abort them.
Or abort them and then fuck them. Whatever. Whatever you need to do, man.
Anyway, yeah.
Did I go too far?
No, you're good.
All right, cool.
I was surprised that the conversation went as friendly as it did with all the fucking people that were attacking me. Fucking assholes. I wish they would have got abortions. I wish their moms would have got abortions. I think if you're a feminist, you should self-abort.
No matter how old you are, self-abort. Yeah. Self-abort. All right, so I jumped into one of these stupid conversations. I didn't get nearly as much as you got, but I got some stupid responses. Why are all these men yelling at me about abortion when their sperm is half the problem? And I said, so no say in the potential life of a child that they helped create? And the reply was, nope. Choose a better sexual partner if you want a child. Our bodies are ours, and no one should be able to control what we do with it. I don't understand that line of thinking. Like, if I am half the problem, then that child is half mine, right?
No. Quit trying to control women's bodies.
So, I think what we need to do is figure out a way to abort a fetus and then put it in a tube and then grow it from there. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. So,
right.
Let's say that science has gotten us to the place where a woman could get pregnant and then they could transfer the fetus into your belly, and then you go through all the physical changes and the baby comes out your dick hole. Would you go through it?
Fuck no.
Right. Okay. So that's why you don't have a say.
The world is going to be depopulated real quick.
Right. That's why you don't have a say.
Yeah, you're wrong. You're still wrong.
Nope. That's science.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, you're wrong, and it's science. So you're wrong.
Nope.
Oh, I didn't see it that way. So I don't understand how before the baby is born, it's the woman's choice. But after the baby is born, if you don't pay,
it's the man's responsibility.
right? and if you're so being a man, you lose either way, right? If you want the child,
you need to
lose.
pick. You need to pick better sexual partners if your women are letting the babies go to term.
Awesome.
You need to keep it where it's the women's choice.
So what if nobody? I mean, I don't know.
What if nobody what?
I don't know. So so then if that was the only way, if the only way that children would ever be born is you get the woman pregnant and then so let's go back. If the only way that children were ever born is that men got pregnant and had babies out of their fucking dick holes, then I mean,
I would be pro-abortion. Think about it. So
I'm not pushing a watermelon out of my dick hole.
It changes the conversation. It's real easy. I can't believe I'm even saying this. A week ago, I would have been on the other side of it. But it's real easy for me as a man,
a white
man, to say a woman should do this with her body. But now you ask me, and a week ago I was saying killing a unborn baby is murder, right?
Right.
Now, if you would just say, okay, if you have sex, there's a chance that there's going to be something that grows inside of you. It's going to make you, I was going to say fat, but I mean fatter.
It's going to make you a little bit fatter.
You may not even notice. And your nipples are going to get sensitive. And and you're going to start squirting milk out of your tits.
Oh, that's so hot.
I would, and then eventually you're going to have to pass. I passed a gallstone once out of my dick hole.
Yeah.
Or a stone of some sort. I don't know. But anyway, I know that it scraped
It was
something.
an emerald.
It scraped something and there was blood coming out of my dick.
Oh, that's hot.
I would have aborted that thing for sure if I could.
I would have aborted that thing.
So it's real easy for me to say, you shouldn't do this because blah, blah, blah.
God said so.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I don't even believe in it, but you shouldn't do it because it's murder. But now if the shoe's on the other foot, or if the baby's in the other uterus, or whatever the fuck you want to say, the baby's in the other belly, abort it. I don't want that shit growing inside of me. I don't want to get all stretched out and shit and then have to take care of this little fucker.
I don't want to get all... Now you're concerned about your body. I don't want to get all stretched out and shit.
The last thing I need is more stretch marks.
So, I agree with what you're saying. I just think that there are rational ways to have conversations. This is a comedy podcast, so of course everything we say is not going to be rational. But there are rational ways to have conversations, and there are, if you just legitimately believe that men have zero say, it's my body, get the fuck out of here until the baby's born, then pay me, you are a shitty person.
I don't. I now disagree.
You're wrong. There are rational ways to have these conversations. And then there are shitty people who are irrational.
Let me ask you a question.
All right.
If you chose to get you're going to lie to me, but let's say that you really wanted a vasectomy.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a vasectomy?
Nope. My wife is fixed.
Okay. Let's say she wasn't. Let's say she was broken.
Yeah.
And you wanted to get a vasectomy. Does your wife have a say in that?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Whatever. You're lying.
Not like, it's probably not like a 50-50 say, but she has a say. I mean, she could, yes. I mean, if you've decided to spend your life with this person and either have children or not have children, that's a decision
you know what?
that you should make together.
No. So
Yes.
I can't no. I was saying no to my question, you dickhole.
Why is it gotta be dick?
But I can't ask you the question I was going to ask because I already know the answer.
Ask it then.
Okay. Other than your wife, somebody else that you've had sex with, do they have a say in you getting a vasectomy?
That'd be a strong no.
Right.
I've only ever had sex with my wife, so I don't. So I got nothing. I don't have experience in that arena.
You're a virgin.
All right.
You're a
Fair
virgin.
enough.
You're a virgin with one TV.
That's just cruel.
You're watching Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, I don't see the problem with that. So go fuck yourself. Bob's Burgers is great.
All right. Now are we done?
Now are we done?
How much time? How much time are we at now?
Oh god, this is a good show. 55 minutes. Good enough. Let's start the Patreon episode.
Yeah, if you haven't gotten enough of us yet.
Well, obviously we're not getting anywhere. Every conversation just kind of peters out. Peter.
All right. I guess if you're still with us,
Sorry.
what was it, like 2 months ago? I talked about this podcast I started listening to. I Got the Hell Out.
Yeah.
And it's a podcast about this lady that was in a cult, and she got out of it and hooked up with one of her friends or whatever, and they decided to start a podcast. So it's like a firsthand account of what it's like, what it was like as her husband brought her into the cult, and her life inside the cult, and then what it's like after the cult, because these are my words, but there's a lot of brainwashing that goes on in there, and then what it's like to try to come back into society.
Sure.
It's fucking amazing.
Did her friend know her the whole time, or are they friends after she got out?
After.
Okay. And you said her husband got her in? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think he's still in it too.
Wow.
Her kid was born into it, and then I think she has 2 kids. One of her kids was born into it, and one of them's still there, I believe, and the other one is back home. And she just talks about, like, because towards the end that they weren't even allowed to, like, buy milk from the store. If they wanted milk, they had to have a cow. Wow.
And did she say what cult this is?
No, she won't say that.
Okay.
But part of the thing with the milk, and I don't know why this part of the whole, everything she talked about with being polyamorous and all that shit, but this is what sticks out to me, is she told a story about her son. I think he's like 15 or 16 now. Still goes, when he goes to the fridge and pours himself milk for cereal, he shakes up the milk first, because that's what you had to do, because it wasn't homogenized coming out of the cow.
Oh, wow.
But it's fascinating. Anyway, here's their promo. Bye.
Hi, everyone. I'm Debbie.
And I'm Laura, and we host a podcast called I Got the Hell Out.
Are you fascinated by cults?
Of course you are.
Well, I spent 10 years in one, and each week I spill all the juicy details. Some are funny, and some are downright frightening.
And trust me, you want to hear these stories. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, and Overcast.
So give us a listen right here on I Got the Hell Out.
We'll see you there.